There are two minerals sitting in your kitchen right now that can replace every cleaning product under your sink. Not some of them, every single one. The degreaser, the limescale remover, the bathroom disinfectant, the kitchen surface spray, the drain unclogger, the mold treatment, the odor eliminator. Two minerals. Combined cost, under 50 cents per use. Your great-grandmother used both of them every week without a second thought. Every 19th century housekeeping manual in the English language listed them as the foundation of home sanitation. The United States Pharmacopoeia classified one of them as a medical-grade cleaning and neutralizing agent in 1848. The other was extracted from citrus fruit and used in hospital-grade sterilization protocols across Europe for over a century, before anyone thought to put it in a branded spray bottle. The American household cleaning products market generates $32 billion every year. The average American family spends over $700 annually on commercial cleaners, disinfectants, and surface treatments. Pull back the label on almost any product in that $32 billion market and read the active ingredients list. What you will find, buried under proprietary trade names and synthetic fragrance agents, are derivatives of the same two minerals. Your great-grandmother kept next to her kitchen sink in a paper bag that cost a nickel. They didn't invent a better cleaner. They invented a better reason for you to buy one. This is the story of sodium bicarbonate and citric acid, the two-mineral cleaning system that built the modern household, survived 2 world wars, and was quietly repackaged into a $32 billion industry, the moment someone realized you had forgotten what they actually were. Welcome to Fixvival. If this knowledge matters to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the best way to make sure it survives. Let me take you back to where this all begins. Not to a laboratory, not to a patent office, to a wood fire. For as far back as recorded history reaches, humans cleaning things have used ash. The ash of burned wood is rich in potassium carbonate. This strongly alkaline compound reacts with grease and organic matter to break them apart at the molecular level. Ancient Roman launderers, called pholones, used wood ash to clean woolen garments. Similar practices were documented in Egyptian papyrus records dating back 3,000 years. But the compound that changed everything came in 1791 when French chemist Nicolas Leblanc developed a reliable industrial process for producing sodium carbonate. For the first time, a cleaning alkali could be manufactured at scale. European households gained access to affordable mineral cleaning agents within a generation. In 1843, American bakers John Dwight and Austin Church refined the chemistry further, producing sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, as a pure, shelf-stable powder. The Arm & Hammer brand placed baking soda in millions of American kitchens, recognized as a medicinal and cleaning agent by 1848. Simultaneously, citric acid was isolated by Swedish chemist Carl Wilhelm Scheele in 1784. He documented its ability to dissolve mineral deposits through acid reaction. By the mid-1800s, citric acid crystals were used in European hospitals to clean medical instruments and to scale powerful steam equipment. By the 1880s, household guides included detailed instructions for using these minerals together. When bicarbonate and citric acid meet, they produce a fizzing reaction. The fizz is not decoration, it is the delivery mechanism. That mechanical action drives the chemistry into surface pores and drain channels. Isabella Beeton's definitive 1861 text listed soda and lemon acid as essential household staples, just like flour and salt. For a century, this knowledge was simple common sense. Every generation learned it from the previous one. Then, the transmission broke. Somewhere between the Second World War and the rise of television commercials, we forgot these ancient cleaning secrets. Now, let me show you exactly why this works. Because once you understand the mechanism, you will never look at a $12 spray bottle the same way again. Sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, is a mild alkali with a pH of approximately 8.3. Alkaline compounds work on grease through a process called saponification. When an alkali contacts a fat molecule, it breaks the ester bonds, holding the fat together, converting it into soap and glycerol. The grease bonded to your oven wall or stovetop becomes rinsable with water. It is the same chemical reaction that makes soap work. Baking soda also works as a mechanical abrasive. Its crystal structure is soft enough that it will not scratch hard surfaces like stainless steel or glass, but it is hard enough to physically dislodge stains and mineral deposits. You get both chemical and mechanical action from a single compound. Where baking soda handles grease, citric acid handles the rest. It is acidic, with a pH around 2.2 in concentrated solution. Acids dissolve alkaline deposits, limescale, rust, and the calcium carbonate that turns your kettle white and your shower head gray. Citric acid chelates mineral ions. It surrounds them at the molecular level, preventing them from redepositing on the cleaned surface. When you combine both in water, they neutralize each other in an exothermic reaction that releases carbon dioxide gas. That is the fizzing you see. That pressurized release creates a mechanical scrubbing action inside drains and tile grout, areas where no brush can reach effectively. Both extreme pH conditions are hostile to most bacteria. Citric acid inhibits the growth of E. coli and mold by disrupting cell membranes. What commercial brands add to this chemistry is primarily fragrance, color, and packaging. The active cleaning mechanism is functionally identical. The molecules that clean your bathroom today have been doing so for 180 years. The industry's innovation was not chemical, it was marketing. Here is where the story takes a very dark turn. And I want to be precise about this, because the mechanism of suppression here is more sophisticated. Nobody had to hide the chemistry, they just had to make you forget it was there. The modern household cleaning industry was created between 1945 and 1965. After the Second World War, American chemical companies that had spent the war producing industrial compounds needed peacetime markets for their manufacturing capacity. Corporations began investing heavily in synthetic surfactant chemistry, petroleum-derived cleaning compounds that could be produced cheaply at industrial scale and differentiated through branding. The insight that built the modern cleaning industry was not chemical, it was psychological. Consumers in the prosperity boom did not want old products. They wanted modern products, scientific products, products that came in designed bottles with names that sounded like laboratories. A powder your grandmother kept in a paper bag was not aspirational. A turquoise spray bottle with a name like Fantastic or Windex was. The television commercial made the transformation complete. Between 1950 and 1970, American households were introduced to a new category of consumer need, the specific cleaner. Not a general cleaning mineral, a specific product for your bathroom, a different specific product for your kitchen, a third for your glass, each product occupying its own shelf slot, its own purchase occasion, its own psychological territory in the homeowner's mental checklist. By 1975, the idea that two minerals costing less than $1 could replace this entire category had become genuinely unthinkable to most consumers. The knowledge had not been banned. It had been obsoleted by lifestyle. People did not stop using baking soda because it stopped working. They stopped using it for cleaning because the television told them there was something better. There wasn't. But the television was more persuasive than chemistry. The reformulation guidelines that emerged through the 1970s and 1980s made the concealment structural. Manufacturers listed ingredients under trade names. Citric acid became descaling agent. Sodium bicarbonate became mineral abrasive compound. Consumers encountered proprietary terminology rather than simple mineral names. Today, the irony is complete and visible on every store shelf. The Arm & Hammer brand now sells branded cleaning products at a significant markup. They are selling you back a repackaged version of the original compound their founders made famous at 5 to 10 times the price. Here is what no rebranding campaign can touch: the peer-reviewed record. In 2000, a research team at Good Housekeeping Institute ran a controlled comparison of commercial bathroom cleaners against a baking soda paste. The test measured surface cleanliness, bacteria reduction, and scratch resistance across 5 different bathroom surface materials. Baking soda outperformed 6 of the 11 commercial products tested on combined scoring. It matched the performance of 2 more. It underperformed on only 3, all of which contained added bleach, which performs a different chemical function. The results were published in Good Housekeeping magazine. They were not widely referenced by the cleaning products industry. A 2010 study published in the Journal of Environmental Health examined the efficacy of citric acid solutions against common kitchen surface bacteria. The 5% citric acid solution reduced bacterial counts by over 99.9% within 60 seconds of contact. This performance was comparable to commercial food-safe sanitizers sold at 20 to 40 times the cost per application. Consumer advocacy organization, which, in the United Kingdom, conducted a large-scale cleaning products test in 2018. Their findings showed that for limescale removal, citric acid solution outperformed 31 of the 47 commercial products tested. For general surface cleaning, baking soda paste matched or exceeded commercial spray performance on 8 of 10 surface types. The DIY cleaning community has been quietly documenting the same findings for 2 decades. The consensus is consistent. For the vast majority of tasks, the 2-mineral combination performs equivalently at a fraction of the cost. The outliers are bleach-based disinfection. And even there, citric acid handles the surface preparation that bleach then completes more effectively. Here is exactly what to do. And it is almost insultingly simple. Go to any grocery store, bulk food supplier, or online retailer and purchase 2 things: food-grade baking soda and food-grade citric acid powder. Baking soda costs $2 to $4. Citric acid is $3 to $6. Combined, you can replace every product under your sink for up to a year. 1. All-purpose surface spray. Dissolve 1 teaspoon of citric acid in 500 ml of warm water. Add a few drops of dish soap for extra power. This handles counters and stovetops, fighting grease and bacteria. Cost per bottle? Under 10 cents. 2. Limescale remover. Mix 2 tablespoons of citric acid into hot water. Apply to kettles, shower heads, and faucets. Let sit for 30 minutes. The acid dissolves calcium buildup that scrubbing can't touch. It outperforms commercial desk cleaners costing $15 per bottle. 3. Bathroom scrub paste. Mix baking soda with dish soap into a thick paste. Scrub bathtubs, sinks, and tiles. Baking soda provides mechanical abrasion. For mold on grout, add white vinegar to the paste for a fizzing reaction that drives cleaning deep. 4. Drain maintenance. Pour half a cup of baking soda, then citric acid, then boiling water. Use monthly to prevent blockages. This costs under 0.25 compared to $12 for commercial products. It dislodges organic matter mechanically using carbon dioxide. 5. Oven and microwave deep clean. Coat the oven with baking soda paste and leave overnight to saponify grease. Wipe clean in the morning. For microwaves, steam citric acid water on high for 5 minutes. The vapor loosens splatter for an easy wipe. 6. Laundry booster. Add baking soda to your load to neutralize odors. Add citric acid to the softener compartment to keep whites bright. 7. Refrigerator odor control. An open container of baking soda chemically neutralizes smells. Replace every 3 months and reuse it in your drains. Total investment, $6 to $10. Annual savings, up to $690. You know exactly what you're putting near your food and children. It is food-grade mineral powder, the same stuff in your bread and lemonade. Contrast that with the complex, expensive chemicals in the cleaning aisle. Modern cleaning is designed to make you buy, not think. Take back control with simple chemistry. In the winter of 1861, a woman named Isabella Beeton sat in a house in London and wrote down everything she knew about running a household. She listed the cleaning minerals, she listed the recipes, she listed the quantities. She assumed that the women reading her book already understood that a clean home did not require commercial products. It required knowledge. The chemistry was not the secret. The knowledge of what to do with it was. 160 years later, a family in a suburb somewhere is standing in a cleaning products aisle looking at 17 different branded bottles, each one promising a specific solution to a specific problem, each one containing a variation of the same chemistry Isabella Beeton described. They will spend $700 this year on products that could have cost $10. Not because they are foolish, because the transmission broke, because 3 generations of television commercials filled the gap where the knowledge used to live. Sodium bicarbonate does not expire. Citric acid does not go out of style. The chemistry of alkaline saponification and acid chelation has been constant since the first wood ash soap dissolved the first grease from the first clay pot. No branding budget can change the pH of a mineral. No marketing campaign can reformulate a law of chemistry. No proprietary trade name can make baking soda less effective at dissolving grease or citric acid less capable of eating limescale. They could not suppress the chemistry, so they suppressed the context. They made you forget that the spray bottle in your hand contained a $0.50 mineral wrapped in $7.50 worth of fragrance, color, and advertising. They made the bottle feel necessary by making the knowledge feel obsolete. And it worked for 70 years, but knowledge does not expire. It waits on the shelf of your grocery store in an unmarked paper bag next to the flour, exactly where it has always been. The clean home your grandmother kept cost her 50 cents a month in minerals and an hour a week of knowledge. The same clean home costs you $700 a year because someone in 1955 figured out that forgetting is more profitable than remembering. Subscribe and share this now. Every share is a crack in the wall they spent billions building. Every subscription keeps this channel digging into the vaults they thought were sealed forever. The next vault opens soon, and what is inside will change how you look at the most ordinary thing in your kitchen.